So here we go. Whoopi Goldberg this week on The View, which I watch every day. Shout out to my View crew. You know what I'm saying? You know, I see you. Pops. There we go. We the crew. We underscore the crew. In case anyone wants to come and hang out with us for a little bit. You got to be respectful. They're a tough crowd. I'm just like, you know, right now they're a tough crowd. I'm just letting you know. Tough crowd over there. Tough crowd. So, you know, people use the black button real easy over there. You know, we ain't got no problem. We ain't got no problem. All right, come in there disrespectful. So she went on and she's talking about, you know, the Trumpers, you know, and she was talking about the 2020 election. And then she said to Alyssa, when she asked the question, she said, does, you know, some of the people feel, and the spelling of it is Gypped, which is pronounced gypped. I'll say it once in order to make the point of the word that we're not supposed to use anymore. I'm going to remove the word from my vocabulary, and I've used it before and didn't know that it was offensive. You know, so this is why we have Twitter. This is what the town hall. This is what it is. Someone stands up and goes, "Excuse me." That's offensive to anyone who's a gypsy. You know what I'm saying? You know. A gypsy, it says gypsy is a word that has been used to describe Romanian people. And it defines being gypped as being cheated, defrauded, swindled, and notes that regarding its autonomy, that it is probably short for gypsy. For years, some of us have casually used the word to describe when they're not getting what you're paid for. You're getting gypped. You know what I'm saying? That's the word. He says, I encounter a lot of people who tell me that they never knew the word gypped was anything to do with gypsies, that it was even offensive, especially in the world that is heard and not read, which is interesting. That it's a word that you heard and not read, so you know it's just a part of your vernacular. You know what I'm saying? Just because everyone else is saying it. He says his response to these people who are saying that they didn't know that this word was offensive was that's okay. You didn't know, but now you know. Stop using it because you know that it hurt somebody. Period. I think it doesn't get any easier than that. 1, 2, 3. No longer using that word. You know what I'm saying? You say the G word. And which is how we're going to say it from now on if anyone uses the word, you know, and we're trying to explain. I don't know why this is so complicated. This is very simple. You know, once you find out a word is you know, toxic, you drop it. You drop it. Okay, I didn't know. You know, that's the point. How many of us have met people who would be considered gypsies before? You know, and so unless you've been able to meet someone who's offended by that word, then you wouldn't know. But now we have a town hall. We have things called Twitter, social media. Yes, everyone has a freaking voice. That includes people who are offended by things. And when they say, "Excuse me, I'm offended. This is why." And I'm explaining why, like we explained why with Lil Nas X, why it was offensive. We explained why Samson's joke is offensive. We explained why Simone's jokes are offensive. We said why Dave Chappelle's. We've explained it over and over again. You guys don't seem to be paying attention. You want to hold on to this, like I said before, the status quo. No, I've been using this for years. Why do I have to change? Who are you to tell me to change? Oh, I'm sorry. We're telling you to change because you now know it's offensive to someone. Just like when we found out about these stupid statues were walking around. You know, oh my God, this statue is great. Oh, you mean it was a symbol of genocide for the Native Americans or the indigenous people that were here, and for this, and also people who were against. Who were for slavery? Like we're sitting there looking at statues of people who wanted you to be a slave today. You know, like they didn't want to change it. They wanted you to be a slave today. You know, they didn't want no 13th Amendment. You know, that's what they were fighting. You know, they picked up arms to, you know, go to war over your behind not being whipped in fields working, you know, being worth 3/4 of a person. You know what I mean? So once you know these stuff, get rid of it. What are you holding on to it for? I don't understand. You guys would. It's not like an old tissue, you know, or an old, you know, sweater that you know people are. I'm not let go of this sweater. The sweater's tatted, holes all in it. You won't let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Strangling us over here. You know what I'm saying? You're strangling the marginalized communities over here. God, gee. That's all we're asking. You know what I'm saying? Come on, be better. Be better, do better. Once you know better, you do better. But you got these people who want to hold on, and this is what we have. This is the society we're in. You know, you've got people who just don't want to move on. They don't want to move on, and they're all colors and creeds, and they're in everybody's neighborhood and family unit. You know what I'm saying? Don't want to move on. Move on, Grandpa. Move on, cousin Jimmy. Go move on, cousin Lulu and Juju and sister, brother, cousin, and everybody need to move on. Move it on. Let it go. Let it go. Thank you. Download the Wheel You Radio app, everybody. That way you don't miss a thing. Let it go and download the app. Okay, thank you. Is that a good tagline? Let it go and download the app. The We Are You Radio app. Okay. Check out full episodes of Raw and Uncut Monday through Friday, 7 to 11, live streaming on We Are You Radio. Or hit the link in the bio to download the We Are You Radio app, or for the Anchor podcast link. Comment, subscribe, and thanks for listening to Raw and Uncut on We Are You Radio, the urban sound of pride.